we were just talking about these soul images that I'm starting to create. And what I want to tell people is this is going to go on our website so that you can hear this as why we're doing this. And it's very important because we understand right now in this time period, it is very hard for people to connect with their third eye and seeing out and visions and connecting to the ancient inside. So here's what I'm doing this for, a couple of reasons. We don't have a lot of time left before things kind of go belly up. So I'm trying to make people aware of who they are. And this is a very important thing because by me looking down your timeline and seeing a past life or a family member or somebody who is connected to you, what I'm showing you is that there is something in that time period that stood out and it made itself known to me so that I could bring that into your time now so that you could learn who you were and for what reason I saw what I did. There is so much negativity on the planet right now. By me making these pictures for you, you are actually focusing on that time period because you can draw strength from it. And it will eventually, if you use your meditational skills, create your construct. Here is another idea for all of you. To create a construct in that time period and see yourself living in that time period, because something wonderful in that time period is there for you. And as I've said before, it could be something very simple, but it may also help you in this time period. You will learn something very valuable.
And from a psychological standpoint, where you put your focus is where your energy will grow, and that includes your spiritual energy. One of these images could give you focus. Put it somewhere where you can see it every day, and you can touch it and be part of it, and you can meditate about it, and you can think about it. And those things that you see, those images, that connective power then opens up to you, and you can actually connect to that particular time frame and learn the lessons from that individual by having this connectivity. Because remember, we all exist simultaneously, past, present, future. We're just in different frequencies. So it is very possible for you to connect to a prior version of yourself and even eventually begin to have conversations, learn things from these individuals because they exist in the continuity of this energy, and Victoria has captured it. She's reached out into the multiverse and taken a swipe at it and pulled part of it back and connected it to this reality through that image. And you can use that as a conduit to re-enter that time frame and learn the lessons from whatever it is that you will see when you open your third eye. So I think that a lot of this stuff makes perfect sense if you think about it. And I'm telling you that Victoria is extremely accurate. She has been accurate with many people over the years that she's done similar things for. And all of her drawings, all of her images, all of this time, we're always seeing things. A lot of the drawings that she did, for example, the one with the fire everywhere, you know, everything was going to be on fire.
Yeah, and wasn't that interesting?
And she's always had this ability. And so I was telling her, this is something that you really should do because it brings together everything you love to do. You love creating these images, especially because you know it's going to help somebody.
Yeah.
And you can't ask for a better method or a better way to connect to who you used to be and what is really important to you. You will find something in that image every day to connect to, and every day that you look at it, you'll learn something more about yourself.
So this message will go out with your email when you decide if you want to do a soul image or not. And when it goes out with your email, it'll also be on the website. So if you're potentially looking at getting one and you're not sure, that's why I'm doing this, because there are so many of us that are waking up now, but there are still some that are kind of, You know, we're turning around. The ones that are ready are turning around and saying, come on, kiddies, let's go. Hurry up. The door's about to close. So we're saying to you, come on in. We'll help you. And if you can't connect, and I have heard this so many times from people, I'm having a hard time connecting. So the soul image idea is to help you connect. And I couldn't see a better way for this to happen.
Oh, yeah, and I had to add something here. Stephen A. Jones. Look at the price, okay? Victoria's asking $30 to do this, okay? There are people doing similar things that don't even give the detail or even allow you to keep the image, or if you get one of these readings from one of these shysters, sometimes they're going to hit you up for $100, $200, $300, $500, you know, $1,000 to fix something that's going wrong. It's ridiculous. This is because you are simply paying for Victoria's time, okay? Because, you know, the Kellys have to work. So right now, even though they draw money from other places and, you know what I mean, as far as like being able to use the law of attraction, you're part of that kinship. When you reach out, you're saying, hey, we value what you do. We know how important it is to help these people. So not only am I going to be contributing to something wonderful and literally buying a piece of very unique artwork that was done with you in mind. Imagine trying to go out there today and say, hey, I'd like to hire a professional artist who will paint a picture about my past at some point that will give me the insight in life to make things get better and give me something that I can keep and put on the side of my wall. What do you think they'd charge you for something like that, I'd imagine?
Oh, about $200-$300.
Yeah, or significantly more.
And I'm not saying...
Especially if you're talking a big portrait painting, right?
I think you know, this is the beginning of doing these things, so... Basically, this is the ground floor up.
Yeah, and you'd be helping us develop this for other people, so you're helping other people too, right, Victoria?
Yeah, eventually the price may go up because I want you guys to know that when I do these images, I get this emotional stuff that goes with it. Because being empathic, I'm picking that up.
Yeah, and then like Victoria's like, you know, crying and everything at the table. We're like, are you okay? She's like, oh, I just finished this amazing picture and I just this and that. I'm like, okay, she can't do that all day long, people. No. Okay, she'd be a basket case. So I told her, well, you're going to get to the point maybe where you're doing one of these a day. People are going to have to understand that it might take a couple of days, a week to get their image because you got Victoria going up and down the emotional roller coaster to put these things together. So, you know, eventually so we'll see how long we can do this and how long she wants to do it. I think it's a great idea, and it's a good way for us to make a little extra, you know, a few extra dollars. We're not looking to rip anyone off. $30, come on, like I said. You could spend that just going out, sitting out, eating out on the town and have nothing to show for it, right? You know, take 5 friends to Starbucks and the money's already gone. I mean, think about that. So why not invest in yourself and your future and maybe even your past? Very interesting stuff, Victoria. So thanks, everybody. And we look forward to you finally deciding that you're going to have your spirit image done today. It's real simple. You just click on that button right there. You give us $30. Yeah, we've got some instruction for you here on what you're supposed to do.
I want to explain something. I think some people might have thought by me giving them a photograph that I would put your face in on those images. Well,
that may be something you'll do later down the road.
Maybe down the road, but for now, the reason why I need a photograph is so I can look at who you were. I mean, you give me permission to look into your soul. I wouldn't do it without your permission, so when you do that, I can see things. And I'm doing another one for a fellow right now in Berlin. So it's just something that I get, a snapshot in time.
One other thing we want you to know, when we have your photograph, we can connect more readily to you.
Yeah.
And if there's something positive that we can do for you, because you're taking your time, your energy, you're risking, you know, oh, okay, do we trust these people? You're going to send us your picture and permission for us to take a glimpse into somewhere in your soul lineage we're going to be able to see down the corridors of space and time, and Victoria will be able to pull something out that is important to you. You know, it's a pretty interesting, like, you know, you ever see anyone pull molten glass out of, like, a well of glass? And it's like, okay, now we're going to take this and form this into something beautiful that you can later have and keep.
And I got to tell you how it looks for me. There's like photographs. I get these like photograph image. I see somebody sitting in a pew in a church. Then the next thing I see them is walking on a road with other people. Then I see a quick snapshot of the background and the time period, so I know what I'm looking at. That's how it works from my point of view, from my third eye. That's how I see what happened to you once upon a time.
Yeah, and if we have your picture, too, we get to see just how beautiful or ugly you are. So, and we don't give a damn, okay? It's really none of our damn business, but as far as spirits, there's some other stuff we can do. And like I said, if there's anything positive we can push in your direction, you're being kind enough to help us out. We're going to try and help you out a little bit. That's what it's all about. Hey, you know, you're not going to miss $30. Or whatever the hell Victoria's going to charge pretty soon, because I'm telling you, she can't be burning out doing this stuff all day long. Yeah.
It takes me sometimes 4 or 5 hours because I research the images. I got to look at the time period, and then I have to put it together in my head like a snapshot the way I do.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even minimum wage when you think about it. So you're getting a great deal right now. The prices probably will go up a little bit. Later on, just to make up for the time and everything.
To figure out what I really need to do,
Yeah, once you kind of dial this in. But the new people, you're probably going to get the biggest, best, and, most attention right now while Victoria doesn't have a whole lot of this on. Although it's starting to catch up. People are starting to ask about it, and they would really like to have this done. So
it is quite a unique thing because a lot of people, still go and get their reading.
Specialized service directed towards you. It's sort of like a reading, but even better.
I don't do readings. See, people have asked me to do readings for years for them.
But the way the readings thing is set up, it's not cool.
No, it's not cool because it's a snapshot, and your own energy, your own achievements, your own personality will decide your future, not a snapshot that may or may not come to pass.
And remember, some of the imagery that you're seeing through the person who's giving you a reading is limited by their skills.
Yeah.
So you're only seeing part of what you might see, as opposed to a beautiful image that lays out many different points that you can keep as a permanent record of what Victoria is saying isn't a reading, but I see it as a reading. It's kind of like you're getting a really good reading of something that is important to you and your spiritual line, and as to why you're on this planet in the first damn place. So you can figure out what the hell you need to learn, so you can get the hell off this planet when you're ready, and then you can go out and rule the universe. That's really what it all boils down to.
And I think that this whole thing, I know we're going longer than we had planned, but this is a good...
Yeah, longer than you planned.
The whole point of this is to help you develop your gifts now. And I think there's something in that for you to see.
To develop your gifts now. So hurry up and get one.
Yeah, and it's always a collage. And if you don't understand something, write to me after you get it.
Yeah.
And say, what did
a
this
collage.
mean?
Okay, so with that said, everybody, we look forward. Again, we hope that you'll tune in, and please order one of these. This is a very unique gift, by the way, this could be for somebody. Maybe they're having some issues in their life, some problems. Send us their picture, and of course, we'll need some kind of permission. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. You got to say, hey, listen, I need your permission, Missy. I'm going to send this your picture to this person I know. And they're going to do like this image collage of what your life, might have been like at some past point in one of your past lives. So, and Victoria will pick up on something. Even if she's not 100% accurate, because of whatever, she'll always pick up on something. And that's the one thing that I've noticed over the years that people have remarked when Victoria's helped them, is that she's always picked up on something, and everybody's always picked up something on her. I don't quite follow that connectivity, because it works more amongst the humans, because when you're a spirit, you're just connected, period. So you don't worry about it. But here, as far as humanity, she has the ability to reach out and connect with that image, and that image is also attached to your permission, which allows her to dial in on the surface level of kind of the ripples that your soul projects outward, that she can then pick up on. This is what I see when she does this. But then she can pull some of that imagery, and it's interesting because it's almost like watching someone reach down on a reflection in a pond and pick it up and take it with them.
Yeah.
That's the closest I could explain to what I see that she does. So, and if you want to participate in this really cool experiment, I promise you, even if whatever image you get back, you're like, I don't understand any of this. But if you keep looking at it and thinking about it and applying it to your life, at some point it'll all click, and something really good will come out of it.
That's the whole point of it. You may say, I don't connect to this, but if you really think about it, and you think about the life that you're living now, there's a connection somewhere from that time period.
A connection somewhere from that time period.
Shut up, repeater. Anyhow, okay, thanks everybody. Please join us as soon as possible. Drop us an email. Click on that button as soon as we receive your meager gratuity.
We'll make a page.
Yes, we're going to have a beautiful page for all this. This will probably be on a video on that page. So anyhow, thank you everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.